Hi, everyone, and welcome to Bonding with Ashley. I'm your host, Ashley Bond. Today's episode, I want to talk about how sometimes things just don't go as planned. I have mentioned to you guys before that I had wanted to start this podcast, for example, for a very, very long time. For whatever reason, I allowed fears or thoughts I allowed them to stop me from posting and just starting this. I'm not proud to admit that, but it is true. And here we are. I'm so glad I started. But when I was thinking of when I wanted to do my first episode and release things, I had specific dates in my mind. And for whatever reason, they didn't work out, whether it was my work schedule, whether it was technical issues, whether something couldn't get done in time, which kept changing the date of when I was actually going to start this and release my first episode. And I have a friend who's been in the entertainment industry for a very long time, and I was talking to him about this, and he reminded me that whenever this gets released, it will be the right time. And sometimes we have a goal or a deadline or something that we want to accomplish. And for whatever reason, it's not aligning and it's just not working out. And I think in those situations, we need to also to remember to give ourselves grace and not be discouraged by the things that haven't happened or haven't worked out the way that we've wanted them to, and really focus on the now and moving forward. Another thing, my goal when starting this was to be consistent. And this has been a really interesting learning journey for me, for knowing what my bandwidth is. What can I actually create and put together that's going to bring value to people in a way that I can actually manage my time to do that. And at first, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I started off with 2 episodes a week. And I really enjoyed doing that. And then I kind of took a step back and I started focusing on once a week because I really wanted to focus and make them a little more impactful and really try and get this podcast to reach more people that really may benefit from it. That's why I do this. And being consistent and making sure that I released an episode every week was really important to me. And for the first time recently, there was a week that I did not release an episode. I was traveling for work. I thought that I could get it done, and it just didn't happen. And I was a little upset about that. But then I reminded myself that I am doing as much as I can with all of the things that I'm working on and that I'm responsible for and that I'm working toward. And sometimes, despite our best intentions and efforts, certain things just don't work out the way we want them to. So I had to remind myself to focus on jumping back in, getting on track, and moving towards what it is that I really want. And so I mention this to you guys because I feel like it's a very real thing. Whether you have workout goals, whether you have nutrition goals, whether you just have goals to maybe even be more social or connect with people more. I hope this is a positive reminder that sometimes we try really, really hard and it just doesn't work out the way that we want it to. But I talked about this a month ago when I was watching old lovable dance videos with the girls I used to dance with, and I had brought up how my director used to always say, recover, don't react. And that was specifically, she was talking about us dancing, that, sometimes you mess up and you forget a move. And if you just stand there, you won't be able to jump back in. But if you recover and just quickly jump back into your choreography and your dancing, people may not have even noticed that you messed up. So I'm hoping that by recovering and focusing on the things that I want to accomplish, I will quickly be able to jump back in. We are all going to have setbacks, and that's okay, or maybe something doesn't work out the way that we want it to. This is just, I want to encourage you guys that that's okay, and simply jump back into it. You can begin again, and you can begin many, many times over. Don't give up. Don't beat yourself up for things, and jump back in to focusing on your goals and the things that you really, really want. So I hope that helps you guys. And yeah, please feel free to share this with anyone if you think they may benefit from it. And I'd love to hear if you guys have ever had a moment like that, or, something that helps you get back on track and jump into your goals and things that you're working on. I'd love to hear it. As always, thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you next time.